if you're like, hey, to me, how'd it go with your crush? Fucking terribly. So fucking terribly. My God. Holy shit. I'm not even kidding. The second I post, like, it didn't even fully upload, but the second I just was like, alright, upload, and then it was starting to upload, that's when he started some bullshit with me. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about the full situation. Let's just say I cried so physically fucking hard that it's been almost 24 hours and my eyes still hurt. And I only cried for like what felt like 10 minutes, maybe 20 at maximum, but no, probably like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of hard ass deep throat, like hard ass sobbing. Like I made sounds that you would have thought someone was getting fucking murdered. Oh my goodness. I was so sad. But don't worry. I can tell I'm progressing as a person because I was like, one, you have more followers than him. He has like, like when I first started talking to him, he had like 22 followers on Spotify. Now he has 27, and that's only because I've shown some more people his music. And like, who knows, maybe he added some more people. I'm just saying. It's like, okay, I have more followers than him. I'm really hot as well. The best he could think of as Riz was calling me cute, which is an insult. It's like, no thanks, you need to see God in my eyes, but. And then on top of that, it's like, I thought to myself, his hairline's kind of breaking apart like Pangea. Like, he was balding. So it's like, you probably should stop having those little pre-bedtime fantasies about, like, what your future kids would look like. Because he's also in Colorado and he's never going to fucking leave, so fuck him. He said a bunch of really cruel shit, and I don't think he realizes the cruel severity of them. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm proud of myself because he showed that it's like, he's an asshole. He showed me off the bat that it's like, oh, okay, so he was just like putting on a facade and pretending and lying really, really hard. And right as I really thought that, the guy who was going out of his way to message me back fast when I repeatedly said he did not need to, and that he can have his own life and do his own thing and do anything he wants for several days, and he kept messaging me back fast and being all lovey-dovey and shit, that was just him being a liar. It's like, oh, so you secretly weren't enjoying that at all. Okay. Hmm. And then it's like, also, like, he wasn't doing the best financially. But it is funny, he didn't understand what I meant when at some point he was joking about, like, oh, damn, you've seen me naked and I haven't seen you naked. Or like how we get horny at different moments whenever we were talking to each other to, like, sext with words or whatever, so we usually couldn't catch each other at the right time. And I joked, oh, you poor soul. But I think he misunderstood what I meant because then he got kind of salty, like, I think I'm doing quite well for myself, actually. You don't have a bed frame. How well can you be doing? But, different strokes, different folks, and who am I to talk shit? You see where I'm at. And I kind of thought to myself, if a man, like, just the way he was talking to me so disrespectfully last night, I was hurt. But I'm surprised I thugged that shit out really hard. But yeah, God, my tits look amazing. Holy shit, I'm sexy. Sorry, unrelated. But yeah, he was talking to me in a way that it just made it clear, like, oh, okay, so this is all a facade. And then once he realized, because he kept trying to be like, I don't want to have to talk to you and need to talk to you like so often and so fast, and you always want to reply. And I just kind of, and I never asked him to do any of that. He did on his own accord. It's so baffling. And I just kind of told him, like, oh, he just had this energy, and also he was like, and you always make demands out of me, like I have to take selfies from a high angle. It's like, yeah, I don't like when men, if I ask for for a selfie and then you just like snap some shit like this super quick, and then I just playfully was like, oh, you've got those big beautiful eyes and those nice rosy lips, and you want to show me like the bottom of your chin, really? Aw, I wanted to see that nice beautiful face. I'm not worth a higher angle. And then like, but I guess he took that seriously. And he was all, why am I putting all of this effort in for someone I'm probably never gonna meet, and they're like a stranger-ish, and there's no, blah, 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 blah. And he said some hurtful shit. And just all of it adds up and paints a picture of like, oh, this nigga doesn't fuck with me like that. Which wouldn't have been that bad, but it's like, how do I put this? He could have told me multiple days sooner, or even said, like, that he had an issue with the communication. But mind you, he didn't. He went out of his way to text me even more. I did not ask him to text me more. I didn't ask him to text me more frequently, nothing. Simply put, he just got salty because it's like, okay, he wasn't texting me as much, so I didn't text him as much because unlike being some sort of desperate fangirl wanting to suck his cock, Or, well, I can multitask, but I'm just saying, I wasn't desperate. It's like, yeah, this dude's hot and all, but it's like, he's not the most engaged. He doesn't really ask me that many questions. And I'm just as interesting as him. I want someone who's going to be just as interested in me. I'll just read some web comics and, like, look at my jewelry and, like, work on my writings and stuff. And I don't know, maybe he just got salty because he was getting less attention. It reminds me of something an ex of mine did. Curse his name. But I remember that at some point, an ex of mine in the past, he was like, you can't stand the fact that I live so far away that I can only see you once or twice a week and you fucking hate me for it. And I said, when have I ever said that? He said, you haven't, but I just get that vibe. And I said, well, your vibe was wrong. I've never had an issue with, every single thought I think on this earth when I'm awake and when I sleep. I tell you everything. You think it wouldn't come up that I would have like, no, I don't have an issue with seeing you once or twice a week. You're a busy man with a full-time job, and a child, and I'm perfectly content with how many times I see you, because that works for me too. Because I don't want to see someone where I am always going to constantly obsess over them or have them around too often. I like my space, and you get your space too. And I don't know, some people just can be weird about that. They project or they don't communicate and stuff. And it's like, why do some people only communicate with me when they fucking lash out and snap? I don't think that's cool or mature or fun. It's stupid. And I don't know. A part of me is like, okay, did the guy you were rushing on, like, just really, really, really have feelings for you and was scared that you were going to leave? And he thought that he had to act and behave a certain way that made him uncomfortable, but he didn't know how to bring it up or whatever? Like, I don't know. But I don't know. There's like a million layers to this. But at the same time, it could have just been some dude who was just trying to fucking be horny and wanted to try manipulation tactics. There's a million ways to spin it, but it doesn't matter because we aren't fucking talking anymore. And the end game is, I know, like, I thought he was a fascinating, interesting person, but I know that I am one as well. And so if I'm with the man, if in any regard, you're gonna have to ask questions back. You're gonna have to think of a compliment better than just cute or I don't know, I haven't seen you naked yet. Because it's like, yeah, no, I deserve better. And I deserve better than a man talking to me disrespectfully. And oh my god, you should have seen how he flipped. Like, he went from like, this makes me want to talk to you less when you have all these, like, he was basically shitting on me for having standards, if you think about it. He was like, it makes me want to talk to you less if you always want me to talk to you so often and do this and do that. It feels like some sort of weird gaslighting, love bombing, weird push-pull tactic. It was stupid. Hate bullshit games. Like, nigga, come on now. But I don't know. Some people who will just love a chase or games, and it's idiotic. Because it's like, sir, you're cute. You're nothing. Like, and I already told him a million times before. He also just seemed salty that he wasn't getting, like, nudes from me. Which I already communicated a million times before. If you just want nudes, you should find someone else. Because I'm probably just looking for, like, friendship or like casual like word sexting. He was like, yeah, I want that too. I have to find, you don't have to send me anything, nothing at all, nothing at all. Never feel obligated. There's no obligations, no expectations. And it took a single day for him to renege on that opinion and start throwing tantrums and shit. And then, oh my god, when he was like, this makes me want to talk to you even less now, and just like, yeah, I just want to talk to you less. And then I made it clear, like, yeah, an easy solution is that we can stop talking. So we can go ahead and stop talking. He was like, no, I want to talk to you. I said, yeah, but no, I don't want to talk to you now. He was like, I want to talk to you. I want to be. And I said, yeah, but I want a friend or a romantic situation. I've realized that now as I've hung out with you. And I also, like, I don't want to do nudes. You want nudes. And you do not want a friendship or, like, romance or whatever. That's fine. We want what each other really wants. And that's okay. I don't hate you or anything. Let's just stop talking here and make it easy, because I don't want to stress you out. He very quickly was like, no, I want to keep talking here. I was like, we are done. He was like, well, I want to keep talking. I said, we are done. Because, sir. Like, and then he tried to be like, I do want to be, like I said, like, I'm looking for friends. You can't be that. You want what I want, and you aren't going to change, and I'm not going to change. That's okay. He was like, hey, I want friends too. I want to be your friend. I do. I just want to have there be a promise in place that I don't have to like talk to you as fast or as much as before, so that then I can keep talking to you. For so many reasons, that seems manipulative, and I don't feel like listing all like 69 million of them, 69,000 million of them. So let me just go ahead and say, No. He was an attractive fella, and he had his chance, and he blew it. And it's so wild because none of that needed to happen. We were having like there were a million preventative messages of just like, hi, I like to have more time alone and I don't like to text often. I would have gotten the hint, but he probably would have still hated that I distanced. It's like, I don't know. All I know is, even in the best lighting, one can spin it. Like, even if it was like, this guy had feelings for you, Tamia. He just wanted to keep you so bad and was scared of his own emotions and wanted to see how if you would fight for him. And, like, there is a way I could spin it where I could be like, oh, maybe he was just saying this or that about, like, oh, barely knowing me, hardly having a connection, not meeting, because he secretly was hoping that I also felt a connection and did meet him or whatever. But it's like, no. Like, I'll put it this way, that would be disgusting, and I don't like to be delusional, not one-sided, not anymore. I've gone through enough trauma where it's like, yeah, no, let's just go with the worst, and he can tell me himself if he truly is a good guy, but he hasn't, because he's not a good guy. He's a piece of shit. Like, he looks good, and that's about it. And he hasn't done shit for me, and I like men who are financially stable and solidly, like, emotionally stable. I don't like the type of man who just decides to lash out at me because all of a sudden they just decided, I can't believe the girl who said a million times she's not going to send nudes is not going to give me nudes. Wow. Or, can't believe this girl who wants, like, a consistent friend who actually gives a fuck about her, and I said I could be that. Can't believe, like, she keeps texting me. Let me guess, I have to text her back within like 5 milliseconds or she's gonna kill me? Like, no, sir, I was reading webcomics, and yet he would also hate when my attention was off of him and on him. Like, sir. Anyway, yeah, that's how that went. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I really liked him, but it's like, okay, I like a lot of things about him, but they also kind of reflect the things I like about myself. Because it's like, yeah, I like him because he makes really nice, deep, depressing, tragic songs, but so do I, and I'm amazing. I like his beautiful eyes and his rosy lips and his nice smile, but I also like mine. And I want to date someone who brings a smile to my face and makes my eyes light up and make me show them nice pearls. And on top of all that, he's just like, I also appreciate when I date someone who's like really cool, because then, being around them, you're like, holy shit, this guy's so fucking cool and he's everything I want to be. Or he reminds me of how cool I am as a person and he boosts my self esteem with his presence. Ah, hell yeah. But then the more you hang out with him, the more you realize, like, oh, this dude has low self esteem. Oh, he's an asshole. Oh, he's selfish and self centered and thoughtless and rude, actually. And then eventually you cut them off. And then you retain the right of, oh, I'm the one that's cool, because I'm cooler than them. I'm better than them in this category, that category, and that category, because I have all these things that I loved in them. But I'm also not an asshole. And even if I am, I'm better at being one than they are. I actually have human emotions and empathy and care for others and respect for consent and stuff. So yeah, that's important. Bye.